Welcome to our channel. Today, we discuss one of the most mind-bending questions in modern cosmology: are we living after the end of the universe? It sounds like something straight out of science fiction, but this idea has intrigued some of the brightest minds in physics and philosophy for decades. When we usually think about the universe ending, we imagine distant futures, galaxies slowly drifting apart, stars dying out, or even the possibility of a cosmic collapse. But what if, in some strange way, the universe as we know it already ended, and we are merely living in the aftermath or in a transformed state of reality that we barely understand? To start, let's consider what the end of the universe really means. In mainstream cosmology, there are several theories about how the universe could eventually come to an end. One is the heat death scenario, where the universe continues to expand forever. Over unimaginable spans of time, stars burn out, galaxies drift farther apart, and everything gradually approaches a state of maximum entropy, a point where no energy differences remain to drive processes or sustain life. In this scenario, the universe doesn't so much explode or collapse as it quietly fades into darkness, a cosmic graveyard of cold, silent matter. Another theory is the Big Crunch. Unlike the heat death, which implies eternal expansion, the Big Crunch imagines that gravity might eventually overcome this expansion. The universe would slow, stop, and then collapse back in on itself, compressing all matter and energy into an unimaginably dense state. Some physicists suggest that after such a collapse, there could even be a big bounce, where a new universe emerges from the ashes of the old one, essentially resetting cosmic history. But here's where things get really interesting. Some researchers have proposed that the universe could have undergone events that resemble its end in ways that are not obvious to us. For example, quantum fluctuations, dark energy, or even collisions with other universes in a multiverse framework might have transformed reality on a scale so immense that our perception of time and space doesn't register the change. In other words, the universe might have passed through a fundamental transition, a cosmic phase shift, without us noticing, because the laws of physics adjusted in a way that preserved continuity for conscious observers like us. This idea isn't just idle speculation. In theoretical physics, there are models that describe a false vacuum, a metastable state of the universe where the energy configuration we experience isn't truly the lowest possible state. Imagine the universe as a landscape of hills and valleys. We're living in a valley that feels stable, but somewhere nearby, there could be an even lower valley. If the universe tunneled to that lower valley, the laws of physics might shift dramatically. Stars, planets, and atoms as we know them could cease to exist in their familiar forms. If such a transition happened in the past, what we perceive as reality could be a shadow of the original universe, a universe that technically ended, but whose echoes persist. Then there's the concept of time itself. Our understanding of the universe depends on a linear progression of time, from past to present to future. But some interpretations of quantum mechanics and cosmology challenge this linearity. Certain models suggest that time might loop, branch, or even emerge from more fundamental timeless structures. If time as we experience it is a construct emerging from a deeper, timeless reality, could it be that the end of the universe isn't an event in the past or future, but something woven into the very fabric of our perceived reality? Could we be living in a universe that has already passed through its endpoint, but our consciousness is trapped in a continuation that masks the ending? Even more provocative is the idea of the simulation hypothesis. While it might sound far-fetched, some philosophers and scientists suggest that if advanced civilizations are capable of creating highly detailed simulations of entire universes, we might be living in one of them. In such a case, the real universe might have ended, collapsed, or evolved in ways entirely independent of our simulated existence. From our perspective, time and space continue, but what we experience could be an afterlife of the true cosmos, an echo maintained artificially. Now, how would we detect if we are living after the universe's end? One place to look is in anomalies of physical constants or unexplained cosmological phenomena. For example, the accelerated expansion of the universe caused by dark energy is still a profound mystery. Some theories propose that if the universe experienced a catastrophic transition, subtle irregularities in cosmic background radiation or the distribution of galaxies might remain as faint fingerprints of that event. Similarly, certain discrepancies in particle physics, such as the behavior of neutrinos or the instability of protons over unimaginable timescales, could hint at a reality that is not as original or stable as it seems. There's also a philosophical angle. When we talk about the end of the universe, we often think in terms of physical events. But what if the end is more experiential than material? If consciousness, perception, or information structures persist after cosmic scale changes, then the universe's end could be a subjective or emergent phenomenon. In that sense, we could be existing in a universe that is technically over, yet continues in the form of memory, observation, or pattern and ongoing resonance of what once was. Of course, all of this raises profound questions about meaning and purpose. If the universe we inhabit is a remnant of a past cosmos, does it change the way we view life, existence, or morality? Perhaps the knowledge or even the suspicion that we are living in a post-universe scenario challenges our understanding of progress, entropy, and destiny. It forces us to consider that the story of the cosmos may not be a straight line from beginning to end, but a complex, cyclical, or layered narrative that stretches beyond our comprehension. In exploring these ideas, it's important to remain grounded in both scientific reasoning and philosophical inquiry. While concepts like false vacuum decay, cosmic phase transitions, and simulation theory are speculative, they are rooted in serious attempts to understand the universe's fundamental nature. They push the boundaries of what we consider possible and remind us that reality may be far stranger than our daily experiences suggest. And yet, despite all this uncertainty, one thing remains clear: life continues. Stars shine, planets orbit, and we observe, question, and marvel at the universe. Even if we are living in a reality that has emerged after a cosmic ending, it is still a universe where discovery, curiosity, and wonder thrive. Perhaps the true lesson is not whether we are after the end, but how we engage with the mystery itself, how we embrace our place within a cosmos that may be endlessly surprising. As we conclude this exploration, it's worth reflecting on the broader implications. The universe, whether in its original form or a post-end state, remains a vast, intricate, and deeply mysterious environment. Our existence, our consciousness, and our understanding are fleeting glimpses into a reality that may extend far beyond what we can measure or imagine. The very act of questioning, of wondering whether the universe has already ended, speaks to the profound human drive to understand our origins, our destiny, and the ultimate nature of existence itself. So, the next time you look up at the night sky, consider this: the stars above, the galaxies beyond, and even the very fabric of space and time may be remnants of a universe that has already run its course. Yet here we are, alive, aware, and pondering the cosmic story. And maybe, in this contemplation, we are participating in the universe's ongoing narrative. A narrative that refuses to end, no matter what has come before. If you found this journey through cosmic possibilities as mind-expanding as we did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel for more fascinating explorations of space, physics, and the mysteries of existence, and leave a comment below sharing your thoughts. Do you think we could be living after the end of the universe, or is the cosmos still very much in its prime? We'd love to hear your perspective. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next cosmic adventure.